Welcome, guys, to another edition of Kicking for Three. This is for week 10. This is the day after the election. So many things are heating up here. Playoff pictures
Did
are
you
heating
vote?
up. We're in Canada, so I didn't vote. My roommate is actually by he's actually tri-citizen, which is actually pretty hard, but he's bi-citizen too. So he could have voted, but he didn't. He ended up not mailing in his ballot. So
Did
he
you get a
would.
mail-in ballot in though?
I don't know. He never said. I
Yeah.
asked him like a few days before the election, "Did you vote?" And he's like, "Nah, I didn't have time." So I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe the nation is screwed, but
Maybe not.
who's to say? I could give my opinion,
Exactly.
but this is a football podcast, so.
I agree. Fuck politics. No politics here.
But you're kind of a Nick Bosa, and I'm kind of a Colin Kaepernick.
Pretty much, yes. You can put it that way. People can use that.
uh,
So, what were you go?
but how was your week?
My week, so Steelers were on a nice bye week, so it was a very stress. Actually, I'm lying about that. So had some bets in. A lot did not happen. A lot of weird week. So I'm in this pool where you have to kind of pick each team who's going to win each week. And usually I get around 12 to 10 games right a week. This week, I'm just pulling it up here. I got it right here. This week I only got 6. It was a really bad week for me. I even lost in fantasy. I had my starting quarterback go down. Not that he wasn't doing anything anyway. So that
We'll
that makes
put a pin in that one.
yes. We'll get talking about that. So Dak was out, so that brings CD down big time too. So I had him going too. So that Cowboys game was shot. That killed me. And then I also had Baker Mayfield on the bench. Of course, every time I bench him, he throws up like 21 points. I had Amari Cooper. He got hurt, so I couldn't start him. I was down. Had to use a backup running back by Stevenson. He kind of picked it up at the end, but
Yeah, you
just
got the
wasn't.
17 points.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's just that wasn't enough, especially with the Vontae Adams had a good game for me too. It seems like him and Rogers. Oh shit, says his name. Are connecting again, but the Jets suck. So I am right now. I think I am 6-4 in fantasy, and I'm still in fifth place all year. I have not moved yet.
Yeah.
Still anchored there. So tell us about your week.
I had a great week. I beat your brother. It was kind of it was kind of came down to it at the end because he did have he was down by 15 points and he still had Kelce to go, who actually had a 15-point game last week. So I was like, not a guarantee, but thankfully I was safe. I think Kelce only got like 8 or 10 points or something like that. So
Yeah, Hopkins really he
yeah,
scored 2.
yeah.
So
So thank goodness he didn't have Hopkins because that saved my week. So I'm on a 4-game winning streak right now. I'm in third place. I'm ready for it. I'm playing a guy who's 6-2 this week. He is a really solid team. Like he for the every year we played him, he always has such a stacked team. Like
yeah,
he's like one of the best drafters.
we talk
Um,
about Bears.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's your
yeah,
cousin.
he's
He
yeah,
actually
he
has a
always
very
yeah he
solid
bet
team.
me this
So
week.
he's slightly projected for more. You can't trust that, obviously. I don't really have too bad for injuries right now. Um, but I guess Drake London, he's out.
Ooh,
He would have had a way better. He had a decent start to the game, and then of course he went out with like a hip injury. But
yeah.
I
How
think
about
he's.
them Cowboys?
I quit this podcast. I think to me this podcast has been a curse to me enjoying this team. I think all Cowboys fans, I think we're all in the same. But I think all the wind in their sails has like been taken out. Now with Dak out with a hamstring injury, it was kind of interesting. I've read there was a player that actually said that like he thought that Dak was faking the injury just so he doesn't have
Wow.
any more like criticism for how the season. I don't think Dak's that kind of player. I don't think many players are. But it
Exactly.
just seems like it's kind of like that would be tragic if we were a solid team, if we were 6-2 or something like that, and it was like, oh shit, now we lost our main guy. But it's like, okay, this season was already felt like it was over with. And nail in the coffin, Cooper Rush is going back. Also, CD, he went down with the shoulder injury. I'm someone that has,
Mhm.
I have shoulder issues, so I can definitely
Oh yeah.
empathize and relate. And
Yeah, but can you just tell us how you hurt your shoulder? What
okay,
hard contact sport were you playing
okay.
when
Well,
you hurt
actually,
your shoulder?
originally it's a double injury basically because like when I was in ninth grade or thing, it was summer of ninth grade or eighth grade. I was on a dirt bike and there was like a semi hill, and I was like, oh, I can hit this thing because I wanted to get air, and I like hit the jump. Fine, I guess, but it's actually filmed. I do gotta find. I should release the footage. It's on my
You
iPad.
have it on film?
I do. He was filming, and then I was like, I saw a rock as soon as I landed, so I like was out of fear. I just swerved it, and then like on impact, I was holding out my arm like this. So like the dirt bike was falling, and I had my arm out to to catch myself.
Yeah.
I popped my shoulder out. The video it like looks all funky, and then I literally just like kept doing this until it went back in place, and then I ended up not going to the hospital. I had like a pretty gnarly. I think you can kind of see there's somewhat of a scar, but I had a really gnarly gash, and then but I just never went to the hospital. Kind of forgot. I went. My shoulder would pop out of place from time to time, but it wasn't that bad. And
Don't
then,
forget about the frisbee accident.
but then what really sparked it off, like why it's now I have issues as an adult, is because when the first time I ever drank rum, the first time I ever had rum and coke, I was with this guy and I was with my other friend. We were in his basement. How basically every teenager learns to drink, and it basically went down smooth. I was like, oh my god, this is like the best hard liquor I ever had. It wasn't like vodka, which like really hurt. And then we were like, oh yeah, let's go for a walk because we're drunk and stupid. And
Let's go do that.
we didn't even get across the sidewalk. And I don't know how, I just completely face planted right back on my shoulder. And then I really popped it out that time. That time it really hurt.
I'll go to bed. I'll
Somehow,
go to bed.
I was so drunk, but somehow I was able to get it back into place eventually. It was probably like a minute or two of it being out of place, which really fucking hurts. This guy has no empathy.
Yeah,
It really hurts.
our friend and I, we just kept walking.
They were pissed at me because I popped my shoulder out. Like, thanks a lot, guys.
Well, I remember you started running and you just like boom.
And ever since
Remember
then,
you took my hat too.
yeah. And ever since then, I've had it pops out from time. And like the frisbee incident is like I've thrown it out from. There's one time we were playing volleyball with a few friends, and I reached down to go grab the volleyball like that. And I don't know how, and it just popped out. Or like one time I was benching at the gym, and as soon as I put the bar down, I was fine. And then as soon as I went to reach to grab for a paper towel to like wipe off the machine, I fucking popped it out then. Like it makes no sense. Canada, if you guys know, is such shitty healthcare. Even though it's free, it's has many issues. So I've been waiting for like a year and a half because I finally was like, yeah, I should probably talk to a doctor if it's popping up for time. Now I just basically, I just like do nothing with my left shoulder.
Nothing, eh?
I'm not a lefty. Take that as you will. But so I understand why CD's in pain because he seemed to reach really weird.
CD needs to get his ass up in gear and actually start catching the balls. Anyway,
but
so,
I saw the picture. Our offensive line looks like it's all like we were one of the worst offenses in the league. And also, we had Zeke.
Zeke he bailed. He just kind of bailed. He's done, I guess, playing football.
Actually, and it's just like it's every week so he's got scratched. Good fucking decision, Jerry. And what do we see we see an amazing game.
Oh, you didn't hear what happened, did
Barkley?
You?
Well, no, I just think the signing of like why did we get Zeke after?
Oh yeah, because
yeah.
he stopped. He didn't show up at all this week. No one knew where he was.
Yeah, well, he was set up to fail.
He was. You won't see him in the league for doing that, especially that. So trade deadline. I know it kind of got brushed under the rug with a pretty big world event happening yesterday. But trade deadline was the thing yesterday around 4 o'clock our time. The trade deadline did come and set. So no trades are allowed to be made in the NFL anymore for this season and the remainder of the season. But the Steelers did pick up 2 additions, and I absolutely love both additions. First addition is wide receiver Mike Williams. He used to play for the Chargers. Then he went to the Jets. It was a terrible fit for the Jets because there's just too much wide receivers, too much talent there, so they had to get rid of him. He is one of the best high ball, deep ball catchers in the league because especially that's going to be perfect for Wilson, especially with his time with Herbert because I find him and Wilson and Herbert kind of throw kind of the same. That's going to be real good. So we definitely have some help there. So now we got Calvin Austin, George Pickens, and Mike Williams. So that's it's no Brandon Ayuk or whatever, but I'll take it. And then this one was surprising. You definitely will know the name. The Steelers acquired from Green Bay linebacker Preston Smith. I was very, very, very shocked about this because the Steelers' defense is real good. You got Highsmith and Watt in the edge, and then you got Patrick Queen, Hayward in the middle, and then now you got Preston Smith in the middle too. So that is a very scary defense. You can kind of tell from Tom a little bit with these trades that he's kind of he wants a playoff win this year. Yeah. And it's getting me real excited. They're kind of making a push here.
I'm jealous.
Can't wait.
I wish I had a team that was giving a fuck.
For that Preston Smith, oh man, that's exciting.
Yeah,
that's
well, what'd you guys give to? I didn't see that.
We kind of overpaid. We overpaid for Williams a bit. I will say we gave them a 4th. Especially to the Jets. But I think I don't know what they got for Smith. I think it was a 5th or a 6th. So that's not terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But they needed that because the Steelers' next games is wild. They got the Commanders on Sunday. Then they got the Ravens, Browns, Bengals. So
this is why I said this is the part of the season.
I even agree with you. This is the true test.
Yeah.
Yes, this is where it's starting to really.
Tomlin's got to do some homework.
It's crazy. They haven't played one divisional game yet this year in their division. Yeah, not one. They have to do it all here. It's crazy.
They didn't play the Browns?
Nope, not yet.
Didn't they play Baltimore?
Nope.
Damn.
They played Atlanta, Denver, Los Angeles, Colts, Cowboys, Raiders, Jets, Giants.
Wow.
They still have all of their divisional games to play, and we are in week 10. It's a weird schedule for sure this year for them. Because, I remember last year they started the season against Cincinnati, and that's the division rival, so it's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 2, 2, and 2, yeah. They got – so basically they have their division left, plus Washington, Philadelphia, and Kansas City. Holy fuck. That's tough. This is going to be tough.
Because for me, I'm pumped for that Christmas game. I'm pumped for this because I know I'm going to be working Christmas. I do shift work. Yeah. I'll be working Christmas, so I know I'll be getting to watch those games.
Does your work have Netflix?
Oh, it does. I don't have Netflix.
Oh, you're safe. You're safe.
I'm a DVD man myself, but I'm actually so pumped for that because Christmas. I don't have much family I'm talking to at the moment, and most of my family lives abroad or whatever. So to me, I'm just excited for that. I'm especially excited for the Steelers versus Chiefs.
Yeah, that's gonna be. You got 2 of the best coaches in the league going at it. You got the best quarterback going at it with one of the best defensive players.
Okay,
too. So
the best.
No, God, no. Steelers don't have best of anything on offense, Jordan.
Yeah.
It's true. Maybe no.
Don't say anything about Pickens. Or not.
No, I was gonna say Harris.
Get the fuck out of here. Harris lost the election.
Harris is good.
And Harris sucks as a freaking running back. All right, we are going to a new segment. This is I don't know, a new segment, I guess, but this is going to be a segment called 5, 3, 2, 1, and this is going to be 5 teams that we think are going to be playoff locks, 3 teams that we think will miss, 2 teams that we think are going to the bowl. So basically, our Super Bowl prediction. And number 1, what team do we think will finish dead last? Because that one's actually weird. We thought that would be an easy one, but it was actually kind of one of the harder ones. but we're gonna do it. So we're not just gonna list off what we have. We have to guess the other person's list. So do you
Yeah.
want to start it off first, Cam?
Yeah, so I'm guessing you. So the 5 teams that are going to make the playoff.
Yeah.
So I'll start it off easy. Chiefs.
Yes, I do have the Chiefs.
Okay. We got one. Okay. Another lock for you, Bills.
Yep.
Number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna go Eagles because they're top in the
I don't have
NFC
them
right
on
now.
my list.
Wow. Okay. The Lions. You gotta have the
I
Lions.
have the Lions.
Perfect. You got the Packers.
I do not have the Packers.
You don't have the Packers. Okay. You got the Steelers.
I do have the Steelers.
Good boy. And one more. Who would you throw on there? Is this last one? Is this kind of
It's not troll. It's not troll.
not a troll?
Nope. I think it's realistic.
Okay. 49ers.
Oh God, no.
No, you wouldn't put that on there.
Even
Houston.
if they were a great team, I wouldn't.
Houston.
Nope.
Wow. Oh my God. NFC. I'm thinking NFC now. Chicago?
Nope. No.
No, God no. Minnesota.
They changed their name a few years ago.
Commanders.
I think the Commanders, to me, well, at least that debate. I think they're better than the Eagles right now.
Yeah, I could say you should watch that Steelers game then on Sunday.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good game.
I'm definitely watching that game. All right, so now I got to guess your list. So,
Yep.
obviously Bills, Chiefs,
Yep.
Lions.
Yep.
I think Steelers.
Yep. You just need one
and
more.
Eagles.
Yep. You got them all.
I'm perfect for perfect.
Easily. God damn it. So your 3 teams that you think are gonna miss.
All right, so I got to guess. I'll guess yours this time. Okay.
Okay.
So,
It's interesting.
okay, Vikings.
No.
Okay. 49ers.
No. They're making it.
Okay, wow. Bucks.
Nope.
Okay, holy oh my god. Try the Bears.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. Give me some sort of hint here. Okay. Alright, sorry about that.
So your hint is 2 in the AFC, 1 in the NFC. One of them is in the same division as the Niners.
That's the Niners. Okay. Seahawks.
Seahawks are not making the playoffs
Okay,
this year.
okay.
There's one.
That makes sense.
I don't think you're going to get one because I think I think the fall off has started already.
Jets.
Yeah. Jets are not making the playoffs.
And
Last one. This one is pretty easy.
Rams?
It is. No, I don't think you're going to guess this because I think it's too easy, but they're okay, I'll say they're second. No, they're second in their division.
Second in their division.
Yeah. So they're still in it. I'll tell you their percent to make playoffs right now.
Packers?
Their percent? No. Their percent to win the playoffs right now, to go into playoffs, is 30%. So they still have chance. Like, they're in it still.
Colts.
They're full on. Colts.
Okay,
The Colts are not making it.
Okay. Okay.
They're starting with Joe Flacco now. Like, they're done.
Okay,
They're not making it.
So you had Colts.
Yeah, I had Colts, Seahawks, and Colts, Seahawks, and Jets.
Okay. Mine are a lot more hotter than those. I think those are probably
Pretty locked.
Yeah, reasonable take. Colts I kind of think. Oh, sorry. I kind of see the Colts.
Squeezing in.
I think that they're actually somewhat. I don't know, because I think Texans are kind of. Well, actually, that's kind of. I'll get into that later. All right. So you guess my list then.
All right. I think so. Not to make the playoffs. I think you put Cincinnati.
Nope. I don't think they will.
Okay.
I didn't put them. I think they're kind of locked.
The Bears.
Nope.
The Niners definitely.
Yeah, but it's not on this list.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you probably want the Dolphins, definitely.
Nope. Think
Oh my.
hot takes. These are hot takes.
Okay, hot takes. Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, I'll go higher. Atlanta.
Nope. I think they'll make it.
Wow. Packers.
I don't think the Packers. I don't think that
You
they have.
don't think the
I don't think
Packers
they
are
have a
gonna make?
legit team.
Oh,
I
okay, okay.
don't.
I was like, oh, I like
I
this.
don't
It's getting
think they have a
hot.
legit team. I think. I also.
Damn.
The Lions bullied their asses. I know it was kind of close at the end, but the line. I loved actually. Someone brought cheese grater. Like I've heard it was last week or this. I think that's just perfect. But I don't think they're a legit team. Jordan Love is struggling. He's to me injury prone. To me, this looks a lot like a very solid team, but I think they're just gonna miss out maybe by a game or two.
Okay, I definitely could see that happening. That's okay. The other team you put, they are in playoff spot right now, and I really don't see them even
One of them
holding
is
this.
right now number one in a
One
division.
of them,
they're yeah, I swear.
okay, that's Minnesota.
Nope. No, I think Minnesota will make it.
Okay, I know you. Is the Broncos one of them?
Nope.
No, so one of them is number one in their division.
This one's a hot
we're,
take. This is gonna be good.
we're in week 10. Is it Houston?
Fuck
See, I was gonna
Houston.
put Houston. I was
Fuck
gonna put Houston.
Okay, so you kind of
Yes,
see
they,
too.
they,
They
they,
don't seem.
they've been shit lately. Yeah, I was gonna put Houston.
I think they're on like a 3 or 4 game slide. They're not looking as. It looked like they were going to be this amazing kind of super team, or not super team, but just like seemed like they're going to be a really solid young
and
team.
Stephon Diggs being out for the
Diggs
year.
being it's like they seem to make some really smart moves, but to me they don't seem like a legit Super Bowl team, playoff team. They could make the play. The thing is, they're probably likely to make the playoffs because
but
their
not win a
division.
game.
Their division sucks, so I think they could definitely clinch the division. But I don't know. I don't see if they do make the playoffs, they're not winning.
No, it would be like last year. Like, remember everyone was like, "Oh my God, CJ Stroud," and then they got blown out by Baltimore. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. So I need one more from you.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a
One
hot
more.
take, but I think it's pretty reasonable. I
Okay,
think it's realistic.
Chargers,
Nope. I think Chargers will make it.
Arizona. Are they in a playoff spot right now?
I think they're in the hunt.
Okay, I think anyone's in the hunt still.
They're like second.
Rams.
I think they're second or third. They're tied in their division.
Rams.
Nope. Close though.
Okay, so it's close. Seahawks.
Nope.
I named off Rams.
Their QB.
Seahawks.
Their QB has played for many different teams. In the past. Few
Oh,
years.
Tampa Bay.
I think that they could have, but I think to me the injuries that we're seeing.
Yeah.
They did look
Mike
solid.
Evans.
They looked solid during against the Chiefs, but
Oh, as soon as Mahomes, as soon as Baker lost that coin toss, I was like, this is over. Because Mahomes just gonna walk down the field.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he did.
Yep.
Oh, so sick of it. Yeah, I hated Baker Mayfield in Cleveland, obviously, because I can't stand that team. But I love watching them in Tampa Bay. I find that's a perfect team for him because he had nothing to lose, like the GOAT necessarily left. And you're like, okay, I'll fill in, whatever. Let's see what I can do. And he has nothing to lose, and it shows that he still has it. Like he can really sling it. And I find he's actually really underrated in the way he moves in the pocket.
No.
I find he can move a lot because he's quick too.
Yeah. No, he seems like a good fill-in guy. Like he seems to be at least shown that if you could throw him around in a few different teams, and
I think like teams like I said Tampa Bay, like he is an NFL starter, definitely.
Yeah. No doubt about that.
Like he's
top
been
15.
he's been looking good. Yeah, I can give it to him.
He's mobile. He can throw the ball. He gets TDs. I think
he's smart. He doesn't throw many interceptions.
And he seems like a decent, at least from the team. Like I think he's able to get them energized and around and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what he struggled with in Cleveland. I don't think they liked him in Cleveland, but that whole
was like
organization.
his pretty boy. That was like his era of like just being a douchebag. But it seems like he's gotten older now. I think he's gotten smart. So this is now our Super Bowl prediction. All
Ooh.
right. So you guess.
So I'll guess yours. You probably went with Lions.
Yep.
And you definitely went Lions and Bills.
100%. You got it right
Yeah.
on the money.
Knew it.
I think to me, they at least if nothing changes, if they have injuries, I think that could get more questionable. But I think the Lions, they look like the best team. And I always get the division shit mixed up, but they definitely looked like the best in there, especially destroying.
Oh, Lions NFC. Yeah.
NFC, yes, the NFC,
Yeah.
and then Bills. I think they could. To me, they've shown that they've been able to. They lose star players and they're able to win. They're able to adapt. They had two games that they probably could have done a little better in, but.
Oh yeah.
I think that I'm really hoping for them to meet the Chiefs. Love those. That's like some of the best. That's gonna be like basically this era is like.
That's like that's like
and
Manning,
Patriots
Brady.
and, yeah, it's exactly that. So I'm pumped for that. But I think that they could take the Chiefs down. I think that they'll be ready for the Chiefs.
Allen has to meet Mahomes this year. I don't know if they play in the season. I haven't really looked at each schedule, but like they could have a game coming up here soon. But just that playoff atmosphere, and especially both stadiums too. I find both have one of the best playoff atmosphere stadiums. Like obviously Chiefs Arrowhead, and then you got Bills Mafia down there. Like it's I like personally, I think the Bills. Yeah, the weather. Yeah, I love when the Bills are playing and it's fucking snowing and stuff. Yeah. Remember that last year, the Bills Steelers playoff game? Remember that got postponed?
Yeah.
They got a shit ton of snowfall. Yeah, that was wow. Good times. Of course, they lost, but.
And is this logical for you? Or is this
as of yesterday, it's logical. After the trade deadline.
Okay, you didn't put the Steelers on there, did you?
No.
Okay. I'm going to go Lions.
Yep.
Versus Chiefs.
No. Jesus Christ, I'm not bored yesterday.
Lions versus... It's not Bills.
No.
Lions versus...
I could give a hint. I'd probably give it away, but it is a funny hint.
Okay.
I hate them.
Not 49ers.
No, Ravens.
Oh, wow. See, okay.
Yeah, I hate the Ravens. I hate Lamar. I hate everything about that team, but I don't think anyone is stopping that run game, especially with Derrick Henry. Like, that is insane. Especially Zay Flowers really getting going now, because I find it's his sophomore year, so he's really starting to blossom. No pun intended with Flowers. Lamar's looking like he's getting his MV3. That's the way. I guess that's what people are calling it now.
I'm gonna invest into that. I want to look. I don't. To me, I think he's having a good season. It seems like MVP.
He's top three. He's top three in passing yards. Like, you can't even call him a running back. Like, he has been throwing the ball this year. Like, he's been proving people wrong. Like, I just find that team is just such an unstoppable force. Like, if the run game's not working on one guy, they're just going to switch to the other. Like, obviously, Lamar can do, like, an RPO and he can run himself. And then, like, obviously, Lamar's throwing it well this year. Of course, Harbaugh's top 5 in the league. Like, it's just... that no one's stopping that team, and you never know. You could see, because Lamar reminds me of a lot of Dak in the playoffs. It's just a different version of them. It's just off. Something seems off. So you could see that still, but if Lamar can really lock down in the playoffs, you can see them go real deep. I could see them winning the bowl, actually.
Okay, that's good.
Unfortunately.
And all right, who do you think is finishing dead last?
Who am I guessing for you?
Yeah.
Patriots.
Nope.
Wow, okay.
I think because they beat the Jets. That's like the one that shocked me.
You're probably going Giants.
Yep. Fuck the Giants.
Yeah, they don't deserve anything.
Pussy shit. Daniel Jones got his first passing TD at home in, like, I think it was over a year. right? Wasn't it? It was like over. It was
Yeah.
like 400
Oh my
Ks or something.
god.
It was
Fuck him. I can't
yeah,
stand him.
yeah.
Mine's easy. You'll know this one.
You oh, Panthers.
Yeah. It's just that team is just too funny not to be last.
Yeah.
Like, and they're trading everyone away, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
they did. Deadline's over, but like, they're just like that. I feel bad for Brees Young, but if he wasn't on that team, he wouldn't be in the league. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Or Bryce Young, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's Bryce.
Fuck.
And then actually, I think to me this is the matchup of next week. You're pumped. I know
Ooh.
you're gonna get up early to watch it. And that
Hell
is
yeah.
New York Giants versus Carolina in Munich, baby.
Can't wait. Oh my god. I'm gonna be waking right at 10 a.m. to watch that. Oh my, coffee will be on. That's all I'm
If
gonna
they
say.
want to bring international fans and European fans, get some better matchups.
Yeah, like no one wants to
Because
fucking
they
watch
would have
that.
scheduled that last year. Or I don't know when they scheduled those. They would have known both those teams are garbage, but
Yep.
I don't know.
There's no like surprises for it. Like there's no nothing like you ever knew.
Some
Yeah,
poor,
like a year ago, those teams were shit. Like,
some poor kid in Munich will be. I can't do a German accent, but they're forced to be a Carolina fan. That's
yeah,
bad.
Giants and Panthers. Oh my god, that is brutal. There is a few good games next week though. Like I think game of the week, and I'm not even being biased because
No,
I honestly think
I agree.
Steelers, Commanders, Eagles, and
Both teams,
Cowboys
I'm
is always
shocked about
fun.
how good they're doing. That's why I'm
Yeah,
excited to watch it.
Eagles, Cowboys is always fun. Lions and Texans should be good. What else?
Guys, speak about the Cowboys. Cowboys and Eagles is like the greatest every year. It's so much fun, especially when they're both good teams. This year,
Yeah.
it's good. It's basically, I think there's similar stuff when it comes to Montreal and Toronto. It's really, really fun when they're both good competitive teams. But when they're so lopsided, where the Eagles are a really decent team, I don't really like saying Super Bowl team. And then the Cowboys are just garbage. It's just gonna be. But if we upset them, that's all I'm hoping.
Divisional game, anything could happen with those.
Yeah.
Then we also
if we
got
upset them.
upset alert here. I am gonna early flag this game for an upset, and don't quote me on this, but I could see this happen with the coach. Chiefs get their first loss this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I can think Sean Payton can beat Andy Reid. I think the Broncos could. I might pick them. I might pick them. Jordan, they have to lose at some point. They have to.
Broncos?
Oh no, they almost lost against the injured Bucks. Like, oh, that's tempting to take. That is really tempting to take. Oh my god. And then we also got Titans and Chargers. Chargers are gonna walk.
Oh, did you
that.
also see the bravest man last week? The guy who went after Kelce.
Oh yeah.
The phone slam. That was.
He had it. He was asking for it the whole time.
What'd you think of his apology?
Jason Kelce's. I found he didn't even have to apologize.
I know. I was like,
why the hell you apologize? What are you apologizing for?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people.
Maybe he did use the word, but I don't know. Did you see what Jason?
I saw.
I personally, I didn't.
I thought
I
he
didn't
used
give
it in the way that I was like, okay, you like.
Yeah, he's just putting it on
He's
himself.
like, if you're gonna
he's
use
just
that word, all right, you gotta come in.
And then the guy, oh my god! And then the guy was getting all mad. Like, Jason Kelce just smashed my fucking phone. Well, you're chasing him, filming in his face, calling his like brother, basically.
It's a phenomenon. I think a lot of people, it's this weird disconnect. A lot of things. Like I know there was that video. It went viral like a year ago on TikTok, but it was like a man, like her husband, taking something out of the oven, like a hot cake or something, and the mom was filming. And then the baby started like crawling towards the oven and was like going to like a toddler. And she's like, Chris, get the baby. And
put the fucking phone down.
You are the one that has a free hand. You're not the one picking up a hot cake or whatever. And then that's similar thing where it's like you can just be like, I can yell whatever I want behind the screen, and nothing's gonna happen. But and also,
Well, in person.
why would you go after like
One of the
6 foot
strong,
something
this is one of the strongest NFL players of all time.
NFL center? I would be scared of a shitty NFL center. I'd be scared of
NFL,
amateur.
the best NFL center in like this, at least the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
Like what? Like oh my, I don't get it. The dude that
he has a big build, like, but he is just like he.
Jordan, I think I seen a video of the dude can bench like 350 something like that.
I believe it.
He's a fucking tank.
Yeah.
And like, I remember the guy like fully ran and went like that. And Jason just kind of like slid. That's all he did. He didn't even like feel it. It was awesome.
Yeah. No.
The guy deserved it. Travis Kelce, he kind of bugs me, but I do like.
I wonder
Jason.
if the guys could try to sue or something, because that's the thing.
I mean, it's logical.
A lot of those things, that's what ends up, in stupid lawsuits or charges or whatever. But
people trying to get money out of it.
I thought he did what a man would do in that situation. Said,
exactly.
He
stuck up for his family. Yep, I loved it.
Business. Yep.
Good to see.
All right. Well, this has been another edition of the Kicking for 3 podcast. Thank you for joining me, Cameron. And
we're gonna get Steelers they're gonna have a 93% chance of making the playoffs when we be back on next week. This is gonna be a very good game. I can't wait for that. All right. Beer will be cold.
All right. Take her easy.